Really appreciate y'all being here. Hot and crisp. That's a good conversation for fried chicken and for this practice today. That just came to me right there. Is that all right? It was tough, and our guys responded, and it was a very good practice. Very happy with the guys. What questions you have?
John, because I know you want to be smart about things. Is that one of the reasons why you had special teams indoors today?
It is. We decided we wanted to kind of shorten up a little bit of the time that they were out here with the humidity and everything. So I think it helped.
John, with you guys having the later day tomorrow, obviously opening the season on Thursday, are you guys, is it too kind of far out to say you guys are kind of preparing your bodies to play on a Thursday, or is that process not really kind of into your mind?
It's a good question. I would say both. You know, it's not really entered our mind per se, but it's in the back of our mind certainly. And we are trying to prepare for the first game because that's the first game that matters. So we're not preparing for the preseason games. With that, there's a lot of things that we need to do in between there to build our team, right? So both.
John, we've been watching tonight more so just to see the kickoff rule if we get it. Besides
We'd be glued to that television on kickoff and kickoff return. I want to see what happens. We had a kickoff return practice today, which you guys saw. Had the NFL officials here. We'll look at it tonight with those with our coaches. Then tomorrow morning we'll look at it with the officials in there with our players and see what they see. So it's going to be very interesting.
Coach, we saw a glimpse of what Derrick Henry could do today, a little more carries. What kind of challenges is he going to pose teams when he gets downhill to that second level?
Well, I think everybody that knows football knows the challenge Derrick Henry poses when he gets going downhill with the football. You know, so our goal is going to be to get him going downhill with the football. That's what we want. And Derrick did a nice job today. I thought all of our backs did a nice job with that today.
John, go ahead. It's obviously a new test when the pads have come on over the last week. So with that being said, what are you seeing from Voorhees and Rosengarten now as they're competing on the offensive line?
Right, yeah. They've been, I would say, steadily improving, you know. And, I mean, it's steadily improving, then something will happen. I think, you know, Andrew will be mad about the play today where Travis Jones had the great pass rush on him. But he had, I don't know, numerous other very good plays. I thought Roger's been doing well, deserved a shot with the ones. You saw him get a shot with the ones today. So we'll just kind of keep working through that and let it play out.
John, in the past, you've talked about playing the best five, want to get the best five offensive linemen. How tough is it in a situation with Carey, balancing how much he means as a swing guy inside, that six offensive lineman role, and the importance of that with trying to get the best five on the field?
Certainly part of the challenge, Jeff. I mean, that's part of it, you know. Pat's greatest strength is his versatility. It's also probably his greatest, the thorn in his side a little bit. So he didn't get a chance always to lock down at one position. But that's a good problem to have, and we're trying to work through that too.
Going off that, you've been rotating Rosengarten a bunch. Do you think that's something you guys would want to do, share Rosengarten with a job to keep him in the mix?
Well, you know, it's certainly something we've done before. You know, we have rotated offensive linemen before, which is we're probably the first team to do it that I can remember. So it's in our we have a track record of that.
Was Cleveland's early absence heat related?
No, he got his head banged a little bit, so he's in the. They'll be evaluating that tonight.
You saw Malik Harris and nice interception today. He's a guy who's used inside, he's used outside, he's kind of used in a lot of different ways. How have you seen him develop, and what do you see his role as being ideal?
Bo, that's a great question. Malik is that guy. You know, same, almost like Pat on the other side. He plays inside backer, both of them. He plays outside backer in our base package. He plays defensive end also in our sub packages. He plays every special team. Very valuable player, and I see him playing all those positions during the season, just as it comes up. But he's done a great job. Really proud of Malik.
A lot about how Mark Andrews and Mark got that instant chemistry Raiders had really early. With Zay, I feel like that chemistry was pretty instant and really kind of built between him and Lamar.
I do. I feel like he and Zay have had it kind of from the first day. That tends to be the case with good players and great athletes. They figure each other out pretty quickly, right? Guys like you and me go out there and there's no chemistry. So, yeah.
John, what have you seen from
Say it again. Zay to take it to the next level. Good question. I think he's going to take exactly what he's doing. You know, he's a guy that every day comes in with enthusiasm unknown to mankind, and he gives it, you know, everything he's got with a great attitude and a high work ethic, always talking ball. So to me, that process pays off. And when does it pay off? I guess when the opportunity comes. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Ask about Justice. What have you seen over the last few years, the evolution of him as a player, and then what you're looking for from him this year behind Derek?
Right, great point. The evolution of Justice as a player is that this guy has become a starting back in the National Football League. I mean, if you watch him play, look at the championship game. He is a high caliber running back. So to have him along with Derek, along with young guys, I think it's really great. And he's going to give us a little different style than Derrick Henry. So I see him as a starter. I think he's going to play a lot and kind of do it his way.
A guy that's kind of talked on practice today was Sanusi Kane, interceptions and things. Just how have you seen the rookie kind of settle in both on defense and in special teams?
Yeah, Sanusi's another guy, just kind of a steady guy, grinding every day, and then comes out today with pads come on. It's a physical practice, and he shows up. See that? Kind of what we expected. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the games, but very steady, very conscientious player.
You replaced roster spot with Quincy Roque, Malik's roster spot. Are you good with outside linebacker depth, or you think it's something you're going to have to continue to evaluate whether you need other bodies here?
Well, we'll definitely continue to evaluate every spot, including the outside backer spot, because you just never know from one day to the next, especially in camp, because you want to have enough guys to practice at a high level. But, Adisa is going to get back here some point in time soon. It's been nagging him, but I do think he'll be back sometime soon. So that's another depth piece, a guy that we're counting on. So we'll have to see where it goes.
A little bit of a later question. I saw you drop maybe your practice script or something, and Roquan scooped it up. What do you do when a player steals the script?
Well, he knocked it out of my hands, So my script security was wanting there very badly, and I was embarrassed by it. He scooped and scored, but then he handed it back to me, which I appreciated. So that's where we're at. And he gave me a look, He was disappointed in me, and I felt that. It's a minor soft tissue deal that he should be fine with soon, very soon.
John, maybe I'm just being a prisoner of the moment, but it seems like Lamar and the quarterbacks are kind of doing more for flat checkdowns this year. I mean, is that just at all this year to just kind of get the ball up to your guys' space to?
Yeah, I don't know if it's really, I wouldn't say it's an emphasis per se. I think they're doing a good job of going through their progressions. We spend a lot of time, we spend, as you watch in practice, all kind of time in passing game, progressions, defensive concepts, how we play out the defense against all the routes. And I just think they're getting really good at reading stuff out and making quick decisions.
Thanks, Coach.
Great, thank you.